So the past couple months I've been getting a lot of requests to do another episode for Retro Gaming Here I Come. And while I haven't been putting out a lot of stuff on retro gaming, that doesn't mean I haven't stopped collecting. So today I'm here to share with you guys some of the retro games I picked up and received within the past couple months. Now the crazy thing about this episode of Retro Gaming Here I Come is that all of these games are for Nintendo consoles. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the Nintendo 64 cartridges that I picked up off of an eBay seller. Now, you know, I said this to you guys before, I really do want to try to collect a lot of 64 titles, just because I missed out on the platform when it was in its heyday. So it's really cool to get some of these titles that everyone's been raving about and play through them and see what the big fuss is about. So the first one is Donkey Kong 64. I played a little bit of this in the bright yellow cartridge, which I absolutely love. You know, it's a really good game. I want to actually try to go back and collect all of the rare games, the Rareware games, because they're awesome company. And this title is pretty good. Now, I don't know if it's as good as Donkey Kong Country, that series, but this is a pretty good platform. I also got Star Fox 64, which I played a little bit of as well, and it's rather good. It took me some time to get used to the controls because they felt a little clunky or whatever, but a lot of people recommended this, so I had to pick it up, and I got it for like $5, and that included the shipping, so that was a really good deal. Bomberman Hero. Unfortunately, I haven't played this yet. I haven't tried it out or tested it out. It's a little nasty and I need to clean it up some, but a lot of people recommended this title to me as well. One of those titles that you should get for the Nintendo 64. Mario Tennis is a title that my son and I have been enjoying. I do need to get another 64 controller though, so that we can do some two-player versus action and I can whip up on them a little bit. But this is a rather fun game. It really is a lot of fun, and I'm just starting to get into these Mario sports titles, so that's a good thing. Around the time of my birthday back in April, fellow YouTuber Stormcloud Raiden sent me a little care package which had a few mangas in it, and it also had a few games, and I'll just share those with you guys now. The first one is Diddy Kong Racing, which is a lot of fun. My son and I have been enjoying this one as well. You know, I never played Mario Kart 64, so I don't know which one is better, and I'm hearing that, you know, it's kind of down the line. People say that this one's better, and then other people say that Mario Kart 64 is better. I don't know because I haven't played Mario Kart 64, but this is really, really good. And she also sent me The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which is awesome. So I guess I'll move on to the Super Nintendo titles. And the first one is Mickey Mania, The Timeless Adventures of Mickey Mouse. Silly me picked up this game even though I have it on the Sega Genesis. I thought this was the exclusive Mickey Mouse game for the Super Nintendo, but apparently it wasn't, which it doesn't matter. You know, it's good to have it on the Super Nintendo anyway. And I do enjoy this game. I don't know which one is better, this one or the Genesis one, but I love all the Mickey games from back in the day. A YouTuber whose name is Nicole. Unfortunately, I don't know her YouTube name, but she's a really cool person. She sent me 2 Super Nintendo titles and then some Nintendo 64 accessory things like a rumble pack and a memory card and some other things like that. But the 2 Super Nintendo games she sent me, Super Mario World, which I didn't have, and I'm kind of surprised at myself that I didn't have this title because I love the Mario games, and this is one of the games for the Super Nintendo that I think is necessary for the collection. This is an amazing title. I have such great fond memories about this game, just playing it for hours. Yeah, it's awesome. And the last game she sent me is Tetris Attack. Now, I didn't even know that this game existed, and I consider myself a pretty big, you know, puzzle fanatic. I love puzzle games, and I had no clue about Tetris Attacks, and it's kind of cool. So the last set of games that I have to show you guys are all for the Game Boy Advance, and I picked these titles up months ago because I found them super cheap. Now I do want to go back and try to get a Game Boy Advance SP so I can play Game Boy Color games on them because I want to try to exclusively collect for the Game Boy Color and the Nintendo 64. Maybe a little bit of the Sega Genesis as well, I don't know. But the 64 and the Color are the games that I really want to just expand on my collection. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, Mario Golf Advanced Tour, F-Zero GP Legends, and F-Zero Maximum Velocity, Banjo Pilot, Double Dragon Advance, Max Payne, Grand Theft Auto, Mario Tennis Power Tour, Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, Boktai, The Sun Is in Your Hand. Hopefully I said that right. And finally, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Alright guys, so that wraps up this episode of Retro Gaming Here I Come. Now I don't know how often these are going to happen. I've been trying to check up on Craigslist and see if I can find some garage sales that are selling some retro stuff. I don't know, but as the stuff comes in and I get a good amount of things to show you guys, I'll definitely post another episode. So I want to thank you guys for checking this video out, and I'll catch you next time.